Since Repair Clinic encourages you to perform this procedure safely, a warning icon will appear when you should use caution.
Whether your repair is simple or complex, you'll be more successful if you break the procedure down into steps, making it more manageable. I'll show you how to successfully disassemble and reassemble the appliance, one step at a time. Many GE dishwasher repairs will require some disassembly of the product. These are the tools you'll need to fully disassemble and reassemble the GE dishwasher. Before you attempt this, be sure to turn off the power to the appliance and shut off the water supply valve. To gain access to parts like the water guide and diverter valve, you'll need to empty the dishwasher cavity. To do this, extend the upper rack assembly. Gently pry the tabs open to release the end caps on the slide rails. Now you can remove the rack. Remove the bottom rack. Unthread the 2¼ inch screws from the docking port. Remove the water guide from the diverter. You should now be able to complete the necessary repairs. If you need to reach the sump or circulation motor, twist the fine filter counterclockwise to release it from the sump. Now remove the coarse filter. Twist the lower spray arm counterclockwise to remove. Compress the tab and twist counterclockwise to release the diverter. This can be difficult. Pull out the filter cartridge from the sump. Using the drill driver, unthread the 2 screws securing the toe kick and set it aside. Use channel lock pliers to unthread the water supply line elbow fitting from the inlet valve. Be prepared for some water to spill. Next, use a 5/16 drill driver to unthread the screw to release the junction box cover. Note the orientation of the power wires, then untwist the wire nuts to disconnect the wires. Use the flathead screwdriver to unthread the strain relief nut and detach the strain relief and power wires from the junction box. Next, disconnect the drain hose from the sink drain or garbage disposal and feed it through the cabinet. Unthread the mounting screw securing the dishwasher to the countertop, cabinet, or floor. To move the dishwasher, you may need to adjust the legs to lower the appliance. Now gently pull the dishwasher away from the cabinet. Lay the dishwasher down on its back. Unplug the harness from the pressure sensor. Lift the tab of the sensor and twist counterclockwise to release it. Unplug the sump pump harness. Next, unplug the drain pump harness. Compress the tab of the drain pump and twist counterclockwise to release it. Use the needle nose pliers to remove the routing clip holding the sensor to the sump. Pull out the sensor from the sump. Loosen the hose clamp and remove the drain pipe. Now loosen all 3 sump latches. Set the dishwasher back on its feet. You can now remove the sump assembly. With the necessary repairs made, you can now put the sump and wire harnesses together. Using dish soap, lubricate the seal of the sump and securely set the sump assembly into the tub. Lay the dishwasher on its back again. Lock the 3 sump latches. Attach and tighten the drain pipe hose clamp. Insert the drain pump and twist clockwise to lock in place. Plug in the harness to the drain pump. Plug in the sump pump harness. Insert the sensor and twist clockwise to lock it in place. Plug the harness into the sensor. Insert the sensor into the sump and snap in the routing clip. Set the dishwasher back on its feet. To reach the internal components within the dishwasher, such as the detergent dispenser, the UI control board, and the air diverter, you'll need to fully detach the door. To do this, open the dishwasher door and use the pliers to loosen and unscrew the vent, then remove it. Unplug the wire harness and routing clip connected to the door. Detach the cable pulleys on both sides of the appliance. Open the dishwasher door and lift off the hinges to remove. Unthread the 2/4 inch screws on the inner door. Slide the inner door up to remove it and place aside. You now have access to the dispenser. To get to the UI board or the air diverter, you need to get into the control panel. Using the 90-degree pick, pry the control assembly off the 4 tabs and pull it aside. Once the necessary repairs are complete, you can now reassemble the dishwasher. Insert the control assembly into its notches and roll forward to snap in place. Align the tabs of the inner door into the outer door grooves and slide down, locking it into place. Rethread the 2 screws into the inner door. Plug in the wire routing clip. Set the door back onto the hinges and shut the door. Plug in the wire harness from the door. Reattach the cable pulleys on both sides of the appliance. Confirm that the end of the drain hose is accessible through the cabinet wall. Then gently slide the dishwasher back into the cabinet. Adjust the leveling legs if necessary. Rethread the screws to secure the appliance to the countertop, cabinet, or floor. Feed the drain hose through the cabinet and connect it to the sink drain or disposal. Make sure the hose is elevated above the connection point. Fully position the wires and strain relief nut in the junction box. Then thread and tighten the strain relief nut. Join the black wires together, the white wires together, and green wires together. Secure them with the wire nuts. With the wires positioned inside the junction box, realign the cover. And rethread the screw to secure. Reconnect the water supply line fitting to the inlet valve. Set the toe kick into place and secure with the 2 screws. Place and screw in the vent, then snugly tighten with the pliers. Fit the filter on the sump. Place the fine filter in the sump and twist clockwise until it locks. Place the cartridge into the sump. Press and twist the diverter clockwise onto the sump to secure it. Insert the water guide back into the diverter. Align the docking port and rethread the 2 screws. Insert and twist the lower spray arm clockwise to install it. Set the lower rack assembly back into the dishwasher. Insert the sliders between the rollers to set the rack. Snap the end caps back onto the slide rails. Turn the water supply back on, as well as the power, and your dishwasher should be ready for use.